Hi, my name is Derek Bill. I graduated from AAA Academy. My accomplishments are graduating, of course. My next steps are I'm going to enter the working field, and I would like to thank my parents.
Hi, I'm YASMEEN Bell. I graduated from Garfield COC. Some of my accomplishments are being a state qualifier for DECA and being a student in Abbott. My next steps are going to Kent State University to study chemistry in the fall. I would like to thank myself, and I guess my parents too, because they let me have academic independence. So shout out to you, I guess.
Hi, my name is Desiree Black. I graduated from Eastern Gateway Community College with my associate's degree in social work. My biggest accomplishment is that I graduated summa cum laude with a 3.95 GPA. My next step is to go back to school and complete my bachelor's degree so that I can become a licensed social worker. I want to thank my husband and my village for continuing to push me even when I wanted to stop. I love y'all so much, and thank you.
Hello, my name is JARETT. I graduated from Brookfield COC May 31st, 2023. My next steps in life are to go to the University of Akron for 4 years to study computer science systems. Some accomplishments that I want to name off are that I ranked 4th in 120 students in my class. Secondly, I was part of Brookfield's golf team. In fact, I was the team captain. And there's actually an award named after me. It's called the JARETT Award. I'm very proud to have that. The people I want to thank is, number one, God. Secondly, I want to thank my parents, and thirdly, I want to thank all the teachers that helped me along the way. Thank you all for helping me get here. Thank you, Mount Calvary.
Hi, my name is Kennedy Curry. I am graduating from Copley High School. I'm graduating from being the sports editor of the newspaper. I helped with BSU, which is Black Students United at our school, our first program this past year. I helped out with Key Club members, and I was a part of the CATS program, which concerned about teen success for the last 3 years, where I got to help influence students all around the Summit area. I am excited to continue my studies at the University of Akron, and I can't wait to go into finance and education, and I thank my family and friends for all the support. Thank you.
Hello, my name is FITZPATRIck. I'm graduating from Eastern Kentucky University with a degree in broadcasting and electronic media. I was a former 3-year starter and 2-time captain for the football team. And what's next for me is that I will be continuing my football journey, but in a different aspect. I'll be coaching for the University of Akron this coming fall. And I would like to give a big thanks to both my parents, my sisters, cousins, all my family that aren't here, and my Mount Calvary family, as I would not be here without you guys. So thank you very much.
Hi, my name is ISABELLA FITZPATRICK. I graduated from STEM High School with cum laude. Some of my accomplishments that I've achieved are flag football, the diversity club, and choir club. My next steps are going to Kent State University. I will be majoring in musical theater. I want to direct movies, TV shows, plays, and musical theater. I want to thank Mount Calvary for helping me through the transitions of high school. I also want to thank my family for being there for me. Thank you, everybody.
Hi, Mount Calvary family. My name is Jakai Pope, and I am a recent graduate of my illustrious HBCU, Johnson Crane Smith University, located here in Charlotte, North Carolina. During my time at Smith, I majored in biology with a minor in chemistry, earning a 3.6 cumulative GPA, qualifying for magna cum laude. Although I took my academics very, very seriously, I too thought it was very important to leave an impact on my college campus as well. In doing so, I sat on the executive board of my university as the Student Government Association Secretary. I too am a Spring 22 initiate of the best sorority there is, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and truthfully, I could not have done any of this without my support system or without the man above. And the scripture that has got me through these 3.5 years of schooling would definitely be Psalms 46:5. God is within her, and she will not fail.
Hello, my name is Isaiah Streeter. I graduated from NIF STEM High School. Some of my accomplishments are I was on honor roll for all 4 grading periods. My next step is I'm going to the University of Akron for chemical engineering. I want to say thank you to my mama, my daddy, my sisters, Gabriel Lamont Black Jr. III, and Mount Calvary, my Mount Calvary family. Thank you.
My name is TAMISHA TWITTY. I graduated from Lake Center Christian School. My senior year, I received a Scholar Athletic Award, a first team All Conference Award, an Athletics/Leadership Award, and a Music Conference Award from choir class. I plan to go into workforce and to attend manicure school and to get a degree in business.
Hey everyone, my name is DeMarcus Wilkinson. I graduated this weekend from Eastern Gateway Community College, where I focused on business management, food and beverage hospitality. It was associates in applied business. I don't really have a next step, but I guarantee you it's going to be something with food and beverage. I want to thank everybody who helped me along the way, especially Minister Brandy, Journey, and also some other people who just gave me space to work when I needed to, and gave me the opportunity to give them my intake and give me feedback. Once again, I want to thank everybody, and good luck to everyone else.
She got that magic touch. Good morning, Mount Calvary. Can I be honest with y'all for a minute? Y'all really don't need me to say anything. Pastor Brandy said it all. Tiffany tapped me on my shoulder and said, "Now that's a real preacher." That's a real preacher. But I agreed to say something, so I'm going to say a little bit of something. But before I do, I want to recognize our pastor. Can y'all give him a hand? As you know, he'll be celebrating 35 years. That's a long time. And one thing I can say, I can go anywhere, and I can say I'm a proud member of the Black Baptist Church, Mount Calvary Baptist Church, where Pastor Denner is the senior pastor. And I don't have to worry about anybody whispering or saying something behind my back, because he's a man of integrity. But not only is he a man of integrity, he's also a visionary. If you could look at all the programs that he's done and developed to help our people, you would give him a hand clap right now. Also want to recognize Miss Stacy. I don't see her. Miss Stacy? Now, she knew I was going to recognize her, and she's going to hide anyways. Okay, can y'all give her a round of applause for organizing this? And I want to recognize all the fellow PhDs in the first row. If you knew what it took for them to get a PhD, you give them a hand right there. When I was growing up, I used to watch on Saturdays the worldwide show of sports. And during that show, they would sometimes have the Harlem Globetrotters play the Washington Generals. So Brandy was the Globetrotters, and I'm the Washington Generals. I'm going to say about 4 or 5 things, and I'm going to try to take about a minute to 30 seconds for each of those 4 to 5 things. If I go over that time, I didn't intentionally do it. I would want to tell the graduates that the battles that were fought in the 60s against police brutality, against voting rights, against discrimination in higher education and workplace. I want to tell you that those battles were won. But the truth is, we're getting ready to battle them again. I'm still trying to wrap my head around how you can shoot at somebody 96 times, hit on 42 times, and it's not excessive force. What is excessive force? Do you have to blow them up? But here we are in Akron in 2023 dealing with that issue, and they're dragging their feet around police reform. I wish I could say that the doors are open to higher education, that those battles have been fought and won. But right now, there's a bill before the Senate that's trying to roll back all the programs that were developed to create equity. They're even trying to say we as faculty have to put our syllabi online, so if there's any content that will make someone feel uncomfortable, we can be reprimanded. But I'm here to say, all my syllabi will make an oppressor, the son of an oppressor, or the daughter of an oppressor uncomfortable, because that's my job. I wish I could say that the Voting Rights Act took care of all the problems of making it difficult for us to vote, but that's just not true. We're going to have to fight these battles all over again. So I just want our graduates to get prepared. Some say the solution is for us as a community to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps, to get married and raise our kids in a two-family home. Now, I want to say at the outset, I'm not against that. I'm not against getting married. I've been married for 35 years. I'm not against two-parent homes. Me and my wife are both in a home. And even though I was raised in a single-parent home, I don't believe that is the solution. Because when I look at history, it says the devil is a lie. Let me take you back to Tulsa, Oklahoma. You had two-parent homes. You had people working. You had a community. You had a family. And what did they do? They burned down the homes, burned down the business, and killed the mother, father, and children. Let me take you back again. Harris, Arkansas. Two-parent homes, families and businesses. Conflict arose. They burned down the houses, burned down the business, and killed the families. So I could go on and on and on, which suggests that that is not the solution, because it didn't work then, which means it won't work now. Now let me take my 4 minutes I have left to say what I do think the solution is. The first thing I think we have to do is we have to heal ourselves. It's hard for us to ultimately function when we got things weighing us down psychologically and emotionally. Last Friday, we had about 12 healing circles at Bookville talking about how can we heal ourselves from the Jalen Walker situation. And the healing circles allows us to get in touch with each other, get in touch with our ancestors, but most important, get in touch with our God. So we begin to heal ourselves from the inside out. So that's one solution. Second solution, I was at an NAACP banquet lunch last Sunday, and they had about 40 to 50 black students who were receiving scholarships. I didn't see any newspaper there. I didn't see the television reporters there. But I know if someone got shot, they would show up right away. But here's the thing I want you to remember. In spite of what they show you in the media, our children are still excelling, but they won't tell that story. So my second solution is for us to continue to excel in education. because they put barriers up before, that's nothing new, but we've always found a way either around, under, or over those barriers. So continue to get your education. That's the second solution. Third solution, at this program, there was a young man called Kofi B. from Akron, Ohio, raised on North Hill, I think he said, from a single-parent family. And he said they're calling him an overnight success. And he said he didn't know overnight meant 10 years. He said he's been grinding for 10 years. He's been working hard for 10 years. He's been defying the odds for 10 years. And one call he got when he was about ready to give up, it said, okay, you now made it. So congrats. The third thing I want you to do is to have a work ethic and never give up. I don't care what the doubters say. You tell them your God is bigger than their doubt. Fourth thing I want to say, I was at a program on Friday. The College of Worcester, my alma mater for undergraduate, is doing what they call a digital Black history. And I was kind of amazed that they called me to represent the 80s. They got a student for the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, 2010, and 2020. So every 10 years, they wanted a student to represent. Now, Pastor, back in my radical days, I'm moderate now, I'm mild. But back in my radical days, I didn't think the college would think I would be a person that would represent the students of the 80s, because I didn't have a lot of kind things to say. And it wasn't that I was being unkind to be unkind. I was being truthful so they could understand what we were experiencing. So when they called me to say they want me to say something, I was surprised, Miss Angela, I really was. So I said, well, let me go ahead and say what I got to say. And what I found is that the person representing the 70s said the same things the person representing the 80s, that the same person representing the 90s, the same person the 2000s, and you get the point. We all as Black students were experiencing the same things in spite of the change of time. That's the bad news. The good news is that in spite of the barriers we face, what did we do? We still graduated. So the fourth thing I want you to say as a solution is never, ever let the barriers prevent you from achieving your goals. Make sense? Okay, so I think my 4 minutes are up. So the last thing I'm going to leave you with is an African proverb. It's a simple one, but a very meaningful one. It goes something like this. If you start today, imagine where you'll be a year from now. So to the graduates, if you start your journey today, imagine where you're going to be 1 year from now. Thank you all, and God bless you.